after you were sworn in, you checked yourself into an inpatient treatment for clinical depression, and you stayed there for a month and a half. I have to commend you right away as someone who's experienced depression. Oftentimes the hardest step is asking for help. So what made you realize that you needed help?
Well, I knew I was in help. It was incredibly difficult. And ironically, it got much worse after I won the election. And I was confusing people, my children. They understood, they were like, Dad, what, you won, what's wrong? Aren't we enough? And I knew I was harming them, and I couldn't get out of bed. And in fact, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, and I couldn't get out of my bed. And I wouldn't have really understood what it really means. No, you literally can't get out of bed before to actually be not able to get out of bed. And I was in help, and it got worse and worse. And then I realized that I have to get help. And that's the message that I have for anybody, that it's like, if you are suffering from depression, please get help.
Let me ask you something. Do you know?
Looking at John Fetterman, he talks about his mental health state. It was after he won the election for the congressman that he fell into deep depression. And he was asked what was the reason for the depression. He tried to explain that there was no specific reason. It has been things that have been built gradually. But the worst of it was when he come and talks about his state, like after the stroke, he missing word, he forgotten, he could no more remember things. So the blush, there's on the internet, the negativity, that alone helped to fasten the depression. Thanksgiving is one of the best holiday for him, but last year it was a sad one to his entire family, because all he did was just to sit in the bed, and he could not even get out from bed. And he tried to say that after that he went and looked for help from a clinic, which was very helpful. And anyway, he's trying to encourage everyone passing through depression, just encourage them to seek for help. Sometimes some people don't seek for help, and he advised them that they should promise themselves that they will never harm themselves, because he was at that place. But to him, basically, he's lucky because he has friends. To him, basically, he called himself that he's lucky because he got friends that have passed through similar situation, but they have killed themselves and they take away their life. So he's basically calling out and he's being grateful for what happened to him. And to him personally, that's why he cannot keep quiet about his situation. That is why he comes out with it. He wants to be clear. He wants people to know there is solution outside. You can be helped. You can be safe. All you have to do is just to speak it out. Go to the clinic, and he was being helped. And finally, slowly and surely, he regained himself. So he was being asked about this holiday. How did he found it? He said it's a good holiday, and it was so pleasurable, one of the best holiday for him and his family. He said sometimes it really do affect his family because he became a different person, and he just pray and thankfully that he recovered from it completely. And he was asked about how was he treated in the house. He said in the Congress, he was being treated very well by the Republican, by the Democrat. Everyone was very nice to him. No one say any harsh word. No one discriminate. And everyone was very supportive. So he really do appreciate them for that. And basically to Fetterman, depression is real. And if you are suffering from depression, you should look for help. What do you really think? Do you really, can I see your own suggestion in the comment section about Fetterman's situation? Thank you.
What triggered it?
It wasn't just one specific thing that triggered it. It was really like a step down kind of a thing. One of the things that was a part of it is kind of like the volume and how much hate there was online about that. I made the mistake of just kind of like, no, I wish I didn't have done that. And it wasn't what the things that they said, terrible things, but it was just so many, millions of just kind of views and videos of making fun of if I miss a word or anything like that. And it was like, is this going to be my career? Is this what I'm going to have?
But did you also read the millions of people giving you support and love and backing?
Amazing. Of course, my family was incredible. Everyone in the Senate, Republican or Democrats, were actually very supportive. There wasn't any kind of comments and negativity or anything
Trump
like that.
too?
What's that? Yeah. We had some that actually visited. They actually visited me at Walter Reed, Republicans and Democrats.
Well, Senator, the hard part about the negative, just again, as someone who's dipped before, is it starts to confirm the critical voice in your own head. Because during the times when you're in depressive states, it oftentimes feels a bit hopeless, like nothing matters enough. And I think then you see people confirming nothing matters enough and you are nothing. And I think that's the damaging part when you're in a low space.
Right.
No, I want people to understand. And then if you don't check your depression, you can actually begin to have the conversation with yourself about harming yourself. And I was in that place. And at first, I really didn't want to talk about that. But then I realized if I could help as many people as much, I wanted to have that conversation. And I want everybody to know, of course, if you are suffering from depression, please get help. And then, please, you must promise yourself that you never, ever harm yourself. I've lost friends that did, and
Looking at some Menendez point of view, he was being asked that about lunch, debt, student pay lunch now in school, in public school, they will tax the children to pay for lunch. So, and some children are being mocked about that. To him, basically, some people don't really have the money to pay, and to him, basically, lunch should be free. They should not price no lunch in school, in public school. They should put it free. Basically, he went ahead and talked about one of his colleagues, which is less gifted. Say if he was standing by the lunch, he was the giver of the lunch. A trans child, like a transgender child, who have changed. He was not going to give the child lunch for religious purpose, and to him that was not wrong. That was wrong. That was not right. So what do you think? Do you support that? If you're the one giving lunch, a transgender child, they have the right not to give the child lunch because of their sexuality? What do you think? Do you also agree that lunch should be free in public school, or they should be paid for? Let me see your own suggestion on the comment section. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and help share the video. If you really like what we are doing and you want to support in your own little way, you can join the membership. Is on the link will be underneath this video. God bless you.